In this video, I'm going to demonstrate searching a database, using filtering, and getting citations. So I'm starting with the Catawba College homepage. I'll be going to the library homepage by clicking Academics and Library. I'll select a database. Going to select a database under English. And although there are some best bets, I'm going to demonstrate using Academic Search Premier simply because this is our most popular database. When I get to this home page, I could just go ahead and do a search. I also have some options. I can limit my results to full text. If I don't get any hits here, I could take this button off, get some abstracts, and possibly order copies of those articles in full text through interlibrary loan. Now, if my professor has told me that I have to have scholarly articles, I can click the button for scholarly peer-reviewed journals. If I knew a specific publication, I could choose that. I can also choose publication type, and if the publication has references available or not. I'm going to enter in my search term, and I'm not going to say find all my search terms, find any of my search terms. I'm just going to leave it as a phrase. I'm going to search zombie apocalypse and see what comes up. Okay, so I've got 21 hits with zombie apocalypse, and you can tell I've got publication dates from 2010 to 2018. Several of these look interesting. I can see the name of the periodical that the article is in. You can also see the date. Let's look at this article about the use of social media and humor in a risk campaign. So that possibly will work for my paper. So I'm going to click on that article. You will see I have access to full text versions of the article. Another thing I want to point out here is when you find one good article, you can find subject terms that you could go and search and possibly find more articles. You can find author-supplied keywords, zombie, social media, crisis, humor. So I could combine any of those to do a search and possibly come up with some different results. The same with the subject headings. The other wonderful thing about finding a scholarly peer-reviewed article is that typically at the end of the article, you find references. So you can use these references to lead you to more articles because you could pull these specific articles from the database. And then if we didn't have them, you could order them through interlibrary loan. Interlibrary loan for articles generally will take 24 to 48 hours because we're requesting them from another institution. They will scan them and email them to us. Off to the right, you have a choice to email the article. So you can email the article to yourself. You can save it. If you save it, you'll need to sign in, and then you can have a copy of all the articles that you save for your project. Another tool that you've got is the citation tool. So you can click Cite, and then you have a variety of formats to choose from. I believe for your English class, you're going to be using MLA. So you can copy that citation and paste it into a document and keep a running tab of the citations you're using in your paper. You may need to go in and just double check that it's formatted correctly once you copy and paste it. When you email it to yourself, you can also choose a citation format so that when it comes to your email, it's cited for you as well. And then you just copy and paste those in. Let's go back and take a look at our zombie apocalypse search. And this time I'm going to take the full text option off. So I've got 56 hits. You can see this first one has the full text, but then, playgrounds in the zombie apocalypse. Okay, this does not look like it has full text. So it doesn't. This article just has an abstract, which is a summary of the article. If this was an article that I thought that I needed, I can probably go in, copy the title, and let's go back to our library homepage, put it in quotes, see if it comes up. Okay, it's right here, peer reviewed. Then I don't believe we have it. So I can request this item through Interlibrary Loan. There it is. That's all the information that the library needs about it. And then I just put in my first name, my last name, and my Catawba email address and submit it. And as soon as I do that, our library gets a copy of the request, and we will go to another library and make that request for you. That's the Interlibrary Loan process. So let's go back to our search, and I'm actually going to exit out of the Interlibrary Loan. Let's go back to our databases, and I'll go to Academic Search Premier from this page, and let's choose Zombie Apocalypse again. This time I have not selected scholarly peer-reviewed articles. I have not selected full text, so I'm going to get a variety of hits, and I've got 216 hits. So this is where filters come into play. I can filter for date, so I can make sure that I've got things, say, within the past 5 years, 2015 to 2020. I don't want anything older than that. Well, that has shrunk my hits to 124 hits, but my professor told me that I need to have scholarly journals. So let's choose that and filter for that. Now I've got 40 hits. Again, I really don't have time to request Interlibrary Loan, so let's do full text. Now I've got 17 hits that are within 5 years, that are from scholarly journals, and that are full text. So I can go through these 17 hits and see which of these will work for my paper. And you can tell that all of the sources are from academic journals. I hope this helps you with your search for your paper. If you have any questions, please contact us in the library. My contact information is in your resource guide, and I'll be happy to help.